Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And yes, guys, we're still doing that massive 2000 XRP giveaway. And if you want to enter, all you have to do is, first of all, make sure you have pressed the like button. Second of all, go ahead and subscribe right now. I know a lot of you guys aren't, but make sure you subscribe. And third of all, put something in the comment section down below. The like requirement is down in the description. If we don't hit the requirement, we'll be giving it away at the end of the month though. So all your comments still count, and all the times you comment will count as an entry. Of course, unique ones only. Having said that, let's get into the video of today. First of all, Ripple hiring expert to investigate unusual activity on the XRP ledger. Now, whenever I read this, I get kind of confused, because whenever I think about Ripple in general and actually XRP ledger, I think about, okay, who would be the best person to design these things or to know where there is a problem and all of that sort of stuff. And I always come back down to David Schwartz, which might be kind of stupid from me because he's the CTO over at Ripple. And of course, he's not the senior engineer anymore or anything like that. So I don't know if that's really what his daily day-to-day thing is all about. I know he sure knows a lot about it, but is that what he does every day? And that's where I was like, are they hiring somebody because David Schwartz can't do it, or because he doesn't know, or because he doesn't have the time to check? And it really came down to the conclusion that yes, it's most likely because it's just time consuming, and a guy like that most likely does not have all his hours free. However, of course, since he's the CTO of Ripple and this person is going to be working for Ripple, he's most likely still going to answer to David, right? Because he's the technical officer. So yeah. In the end, I was a little bit confused, but having read through it all and having kind of thought about it, the person who fills Ripple's new investigation analyst opening will join Ripple's Bank Secrecy Act compliance team, according to the job post. Among other responsibilities, the analyst will be required to identify any existing gaps and make recommendations to enhance the suspicious activity reporting process and other anti-money laundering related controls. So also, it's not as bad as the title kind of makes it look like. It's actually just somebody who supervises exactly what type of malicious behavior and such is going on, and he will report all of that stuff further. Right? I thought expert to investigate something that wasn't, you guys got me right there, right? I thought an expert was hired to check something out because Ripple didn't understand. But no, it's just somebody who's going to supervise all this stuff and check it all out. Also, funny enough, we're more so talking about the Bank Secrecy Act more and more, by the way, guys. And whatever I conclude as well is always that, by the way, there's planes going on right now. If you live in the Netherlands, you know there's almost always a plane on top of your head. And it's very freaking loud because it's a very freaking big plane. I can't see it. But what are you going to do about it? Well, having said that though, there's more and more talks about Ripple having some bigger partnership with these banks that they cannot talk about, that they cannot tell, that they cannot, something along those lines. And on the other hand, of course, that the banks have partnership with Ripple, but the banks cannot tell, because if either one of them comes out, we know it. But we don't know really where the NDA lies. Like, is it the bank that says, hey, Ripple, don't talk about this, or the other way around? We don't know. Because we've earlier heard that Ripple has some liquidity problems, or not so necessarily problems, but restrictions or limitations where they don't necessarily have room or capabilities for all the parties just quite yet. Could also be that that's why they don't want to announce things, because it might be like, you only had room for like 2 more, and you already have 3 more, so you're in a little bit of a strange area. Or maybe things like that, we don't know. But it's something I'm thinking about. Ripple CEO sparks speculation, does XRP fit into the ECB's vision? A retweet of a tweet from the head of the EU Central Bank by Ripple CEO Mark Garlinghouse has caused a stir in the XRP community. As a result, speculation arose that it might be a hint from Garlinghouse. Alright, so in a tweet, Lagarde explained that the two had recently exchanged views on the issues for Europe's rapid recovery from the pandemic and how to make the economies of European countries more resilient in the future. Lagarde made 3 demands in her tweet. I enjoyed marking la rentrée with Ursula von der Leyen and commissioners. Here at ECB we see a twin challenge, shorting up our economies for the short run and planning for the future economy. Next generation EU provides a bridge between them. Now we need faster digital transition, climate protection is a priority, and completed banking union and capital market union backed by cutting-edge payment systems. Tweet calls to use response, right? And Lagarde's tweet subsequently received the attention from Brad Garlinghouse, who retweeted it without comment. As a result, speculation arose that this might be a hint from Garlinghouse that Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse might be informed about Lagarde's potential plans and really what it all entails and what he means with all of this, right? And people got generally pretty happy with this because, well, as of this point, it's just speculation. We don't have any other info pieces or anything like that. It's just kind of cool that Brad has retweeted that, even though, of course, he talks about something in the sector of payments and banking union. Maybe he knows more. Who knows? We don't know what they know. They've met so many times, and Ripple and specifically Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson have met with so many of these important regulators and people, and still there's no big regulatory framework. Sometimes shows me that they know more, but they just can't give it out. Otherwise they would have said like, well, it can't come out yet, the regulatory framework, because of this or that. They never do though. They're always like, well, it's just a waiting game and things like that. Will XRP catch up with Bitcoin and Ethereum? Die-hard investors debate direction of the fourth largest crypto asset. I don't really see die-hard fans debating for a very long time. The only question I'm sometimes seeing is how high can it really go over like a 10-year period, or like just 15 years or something like that? How hard can it really go? Or should we be selling now to buy back cheaper, or should we buy more now? Those are the things people debate about. I don't really see the debate of is Ripple or XRP really going to succeed. Because even though it's my opinion, this is not financial advice, I think it's pretty set in stone that where this is going is just set in stone. Yeah, the way it's going to go, it's just poised for greatness in my opinion. And again, people try to sometimes say, man, you're stupid. But those are the guys that are not diehard investors or fans or anything like that. They just might have a couple of XRP laying around, but that's not the same people. Ripple, 32 million XRP of Plus token transferred, Chinese authorities selling? Renewed activity by Plus tokens XRP wallets indicate that the scam system may continue or that Chinese authorities may be selling XRP on the exchange. XRPlore reports the transfer of 32 million XRP, which is about $8 or $9 million, to the crypto exchange HBTC. And we don't really know the situation, so I can leave it at that because that's basically all I got. All right, that's really honestly all the info that I got about that part. By the way, also make sure you follow my Telegram. A link is in the description below. It's where I'm going to be sharing the most important crypto news. I've just stalled it for a little bit right now. I think I want to wait for there's to be like 100 people in there. I'm going to be posting a lot of cool stuff in there. Just all the most important things you need to read. Only when I think that you needed to read this. Of course, I won't find everything, but I'll try my best to search out the good ones for you and give them to you. If you don't want to read it, that's completely fine because I'll most likely talk about all those articles in my videos. So again, if you're too lazy, still join it though, so you know you're updated with the stuff we're going to be talking about today and you know what's going on before I make a video. So yeah. Analysts flip bullish on XRP as it plunges to key support level. As we said with the basis of the book, The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham and kind of co-signed by Warren Buffett, things become a lot safer or better when they are low on price. So stocks and crypto assets, they're essentially a lot safer and better bets and also more bullish when they are at a lower price. Now, of course, it depends on what the fundamentals look like. Like, is the coin really in a period right now where it can't go up like crazy because of some news or something like that? There's a lot of key outside factors that could play a role, yes. But ultimately, it still comes down to the same fact that the lower the price is, the safer you kind of are. It is always the same situation, and it will always stay that way. The only problem you gotta sometimes think about is it not so low where it can't recover ever? But if it can, if you're kind of confirmed, or no, not confirmed, if you're quite certain that eventually it will be able to turn around, you're almost always good. At least that's my opinion surrounding it all. And it has always worked. I always have the DCA strategy. So right now we're at 24.3 cents. If my what's going on here? If my average price were to be, for example, 30 cents, I would most likely buy a good chunk right now to make sure my average price is like 25 or something like that, right? To make sure it just gets lower and lower and lower. And now, since we're below 25 cents, it is a lot easier to get your average price there. Again, this only works if you think ultimately the prices are going to be going up. But since I think so, yeah, I'm pretty good. Also, I'm really wondering what Bitcoin is going to be doing here, because we're at 10K. We're going to fall below it and stay below it, because we fell below it a couple of times already, or is it just for a little second? Really keen on knowing, but in the end, guys, nobody knows. All we can do is wait for the results to come in, and that's ultimately what we're going to be doing as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, though. Hopefully you learned something new. Got a little bit of a scare, got some other bullish thoughts about it, though. Bank Secrecy Act, we know these major banks are working with them already, but can't tell. It's all pretty positive in the end, but guys, it's going to be a waiting game. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. I'll see you guys again in another crypto video.